So apparently my streaming computer decided to reboot itself, which is a little weird. I'm going to record the rest of this and I'll post it here in a little bit, hopefully. But anyway, let's get back to what we were doing. Anyway, so we're back here. I'm trying to restore the image. So we're going to go ahead and get through the process here. We're going to select the image, obviously. We're going to do the restore here. We're going to select the disk to restore. And way up here at the top, you can barely see, is the new drive. So it was there. I just didn't see it. So at this point, we're going to hit next. And we're going to hit finish. And we'll let that run. Do through the progress, whatever it has to do. And I'll just speed this up and we'll go from there. Okay, so looks like we managed to restore the drive. I'm going to hit OK. We're going to close this. Now I'm going to close Macri and Reflect, and then I'm going to pull out the thumb drive and the external hard drive that we did the backup to and restore it from. So I will click this and close this. I will pull out the two, and then we will go to here, and we will see what we get. And let's see here. Let me plug in the cable. There we go. And we are booted up. So there you go. So it's working, at least as far as that's concerned. Now, the other thing that I need to double check is I'm pretty sure the free version of Macri and Reflect does not allow you to resize the partitions. So I'm guessing that it put back the exact image that it found and the partition sizes that it found as well. So let's go into disk management. And yes, it did. So we have all this free space over here that we have to kind of merge, and I'm going to be using a particular piece of software that I like, that I find to be very simple, very easy to do this little operation. So we've got all this empty space. Now what we basically have to do is we have to move this last partition all the way to the end of the drive and then expand this one. And my favorite piece of software for doing this operation, quite frankly, is a little piece of software called AOMEI, Partition Assistant. That's the guy right there. So this is the software that I like to use. People have other stuff that they use. This is what I like to use. We're going to do home and the standard. And it is free to use. And it will download the file. Now, this software I will install to do the operation, and then I'm immediately going to uninstall it and I will delete it from the machine. Because, quite frankly, most people would be hard pressed to understand what's going on here. There we go. There's the software. Let me close this real quick. I'll close this for now. And we're going to hit this. And you can hit skip. Accept the license agreement. Install now. Now, like I said, I'm only going to be using this to do this one operation, and then I'm immediately going to uninstall it and delete the file. And we uncheck this, join the user experience, hit enjoy now. It will come up. And it opens the browser again to annoy you with more advertisement. Okay, so here is the basic interface. And of course we have the ads. This is why I'm not going to leave it installed in the machine, among other reasons. Okay, so basically what we want to do here is we're going to move this one right here all the way to the end of the drive. We hit right click, resize move. We make sure that we have the crosshairs, and we're just going to move it down. Hit OK. Now it's not actually performing any of these operations on the fly. And then we're going to go to this one here, the C drive. Again, we're going to right click. We're going to resize move. All we're going to do is take that slider right there and go all the way down there and hit OK. That's what the drive's going to look like. Now, we've got the two operations that are pending here. We hit apply. And it says pending operations. It tells you what it's going to do. It's going to take, it says reboot required to resize the C partition. The other one, moving it's not that big of a deal, but it needs to reboot. So we hit proceed. It says it wants to restart in Windows PE mode, which we will let it do. And this operation will probably take a little bit of time to actually do. So we'll have to be a little bit patient. All right, now we're going to go over to the C920, and hopefully you'll be able to see this. May have to do a little bit of exposure here to get this to show up. There you go. So there it is. It's actually doing the operations. Actually, it's loading. There it goes. There's the operations. And basically, the operations it has to do are very minute, very small, very easy. And there it is. It's done. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and hit restart now. And once this machine comes back up, we'll switch over and we'll double check and make sure that we have the full amount of the drive. Okay, there's our HP logo. It's going to boot up here very shortly. And okay, so the machine is definitely up and running. So let's double check our drive and make sure that it is what it's supposed to be. Okay, so let's go back to disk management. Let's look at the drive. And the drive is exactly the way that we want it. You have EFI system partition, you have the recovery here, or whatever that is, and now we have the full spectrum of the drive. So, no problems. So we're good to go. All right, so why did I do all this? I did all of this for a particular reason. That is, this laptop is supposed to be a giveaway. So let me go myself full screen here. Okay, so this is a giveaway. This machine is, I mean, all it cost me was a drive and a battery. It is an i5 6th generation laptop, so it will not run Windows 11. But you don't have to go to Windows 11 for at least, October 2025. So you've got another 2 years to use this. It is a 13-inch. It's a little small for my needs, but it may be perfect for a child. What are the conditions? The conditions of this giveaway are as such. You have to be 18 or over to qualify. You have to live in the United States. You have to live within the lower 48, or as known as the 48 contiguous United States. I'm not going to ship to Alaska. I'm not going to ship to Hawaii. Those costs are prohibitive. But anywhere in the lower 48, not a problem. The shipping's on me. What else? I'm trying to think of what else. Okay. There is no implied warranty here. This is a used machine. This is a giveaway. I'm not charging you anything for this, so I'm not obligated. Once this machine is yours, I wipe my hands of it. That's it. We're done. How do you qualify? Well, you're going to qualify by leaving a comment below the video and explain to me why you need this machine. And note that I said need, not want, need. Beyond that, that's pretty much it. You've seen me work on the machine. You've watched me do all the operations. Everything is up and running. I have essentially a basic Windows 10 install. You have VLC is installed for video stuff. You have a Zoom. You have a knockoff Office suite. It's a free one. Malwarebytes is on here. TeamViewer is on here. And the HP Support Assistant. That's it. I've left off all the rest of the HP garbage because you don't need it. It is an 8 gig machine. The RAM is soldered to the motherboard, so 8 gig is all you're going to get. End of story. What else? I think that's pretty much it. So if you have any questions or something that I didn't cover, leave a comment below and I'll certainly address it. But that's it, folks. We're done here, and now I'm just searching for somebody to give it away to. Anyway, appreciate you being patient with me. Sorry about the stream earlier. For some reason, I don't know what happened, and I'll have to explore why. And I couldn't get YouTube and OBS to cooperate again for the evening, so I figured I would just record the rest of it and be done. Anyway, have a good evening, have a good weekend, have a good week coming, and I'll see you at some point. Thanks.